Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more Star Trek Online. So, we got our promotion, and basically at this point is when we would get to select our first kind of new ship away from the default starter ship. I went ahead and updated the pips on my outfit, so I am a lieutenant commander now. As part of that, I do get a couple more bridge officer slots, and we do have someone waiting. So let's take a look. We have stations show. We have an Andorian tactical officer candidate, so we can go ahead and get commission. We acquired them when we didn't have any open slots, so they just kind of like sit here waiting for us. We'll go ahead and hit join now. It lets us adjust their name and change their uniform. So we'll do that real quick. Let's go ahead and just hit modify. Make sure that modify realizes that we hit it. And if we do load outfit, we can do load outfit only and give him kind of the same outfit that we have for the rest of our folks. His body is like super weird. So let's change that a little bit. Let's go stomach size. Super strange. His torso length is like super stretched out. Let's make him look a little bit more normal. Okay, cool. His chest size is a little crazy. Shoulder width is a little crazy. Okay, he looks a little more proportional. Chest bulk. I feel like his arm bulk is like, there we go. Ribs. His ribs are really wild. Okay, so what if we do that? He's still kind of a little thick. Maybe it's the chest depth and chest... Let's put that back up. Torso bulk. Okay, and then waist size maybe. And I like to give everyone like a big old dump truck. There we go. Okay, yeah. For some reason, he's still wearing gloves though. So let's go ahead and get rid of those. Bear, and then... Oh, let's take a look at the head options for an Andorian. I haven't really had too many Andorians on any of my crews, so Andorian 1, 2. Okay, I kind of like the head ridges. So that's like the original series, and this is like more modern, like Enterprise and even Discovery. I think we've seen some Andorian with like more head ridge stuff going on. I think I liked 2. Yeah, let's do that. Dual furrow spines. Oh, just like the detail on those. Let's like ramp that detail up. And some skin colors. I know that there's a subspecies of Andorian that's that like white color. Kind of this like greenish color looks pretty cool. His antennas, okay, so we have some options for that. So we're on 1, 2, 3. Oh, rear antennas, interesting. I think I like 1 or 2. Let's go with 1. And then hairstyle, let's do, let's see. Pretty much like all the standard hairstyles we could put on him. The faux hawk kind of looks interesting with the antennas like waving through it. I feel like Andorians would be a little bit like more militaristic. Actually, that's not awful. And let's ramp the shininess down. What hair color options do we have here? So it's like stark white. Let's do not quite that silvery color. So F10, and then eyebrows, let's do the same thing, F10. And then let's see if we can get rid of that like weird frown he has. Ramp that up. It looks less frowny. His mouth width is like crazy though. So what if we do that? Mouth protrusion. That looks fine. Lip fullness. It's a little strange. Okay. What else do we have? We have base complexion. That kind of makes him look young. He is like currently an ensign. I guess just like standard is fine. And then eye color. I feel like Andorians would have like blue eyes. Okay, and eyebrows. Where are those? Standard. I feel like Andorians would have like bushier eyebrows. Bushy one kind of makes him look like a little bit of a Vulcan. Maybe thick. Looks a little strange. It looks a little too done. What about medium? It's just like the standard eyebrow. I think that's fine. Second guessing like how green he is now though. Yeah, okay, there we go. Purchase, exit, and it also lets us, wait, cancel, let's close that. It also lets him rename him. We'll leave that for now, but we'll see if I can figure out a name that is a little bit more pronounceable. Jiris. Okay. Let's maybe like swap these then. Let's go like that. Cool. That sounds good. And then this quest that we got for our promotion to Lieutenant Commander is actually to come visit the shipyard in Space Dock. Okay, speak with the ship vendor. Ship and shuttle requisitions. So acquire a ship. And if we browse the starships, we can filter by Lieutenant Commander. And you can see here this is purchased with like in-game dilithium that we have been getting from quests. The cruiser, though, we have a ship token for it. And so, what is it? I think, if you guys remember, back here we have the USS Arrow. This would have been the ship that we would have normally been questing in from levels 1 through 9. And so this would have been our first opportunity to kind of like specialize into a cruiser, which is like, this is considered like a engineering captain ship. It's more like tanky and support. An escort is more tactical, so this is like a small little fighter type ship. We can also use our token for that. Or we could have gotten the Nova for level 10. So we've been flying around in a Nova variant already. I'm going to go ahead and grab this cruiser, Constitution refit, buy the ship, and we'll hit done on that. So we will have like a collection of ships here. Ships that we aren't using, we can dry dock them and they'll go into kind of like a bank back here. But later, towards like max level, there's an admiralty system that's in place, which kind of uses ships that you've acquired that you can send off on like their own little side missions, and it kind of like does those missions in the background for different rewards, so like dilithium or other types of like in-game resources. So even if you do decide to like buy a ship to like level with like I've done, it still makes sense to go here and collect all your free ships. Now if we look at this ship, we've already used our ship token to purchase. We don't have an option to like purchase a free ship anymore. Wait, was there a free lieutenant ship? No. So, but there are other ships that you can play at level 1 that don't necessarily like level up with you all the way through. Like if we would have gotten this light science vessel, it wouldn't have leveled all the way up with us like the ship that we bought, the Equinox class. The other thing that they had just mentioned is shuttles. So let's take a look at shuttles. And I purchased a bunch of shuttles, so I think there might be just like some options. Like we can purchase these with like in-game credits. I think at a certain point, yeah. So here's a shuttle token that we have. So we can buy a captain's yacht with that shuttle token. And it looks like the captain's yacht is the only... the captain's yacht, actually, that's from my lifetime membership. So that's like a freebie based on that. At some point, there's like a shuttle mission, or there will be shuttle missions that we'll be able to go on. And I think then you'll be able to acquire like a free shuttle. But I do have some Zen store purchases, so I can acquire a shuttle. So it says the total of Zen that I have, and here it would say the price, but since I've already purchased this for my account, it's free for me. So manage ships, we can now see we have these ships hanging out in our starship selection. We also have a small craft assigned to us. Awesome. So that's kind of it for level 10 stuff for now. Let's go ahead and see what Admiral Tanay has in store for us. Episodes, Romulan Mystery. And we are going to Taris.
The cause of the supernova that destroyed Romulus remains a mystery. Our allies in the Romulan Republic have a theory on the matter, however. They believe that Taris, the former Praetor of the Romulan Star Empire, is responsible. Republic forces attempted to apprehend her, but she escaped through an Iconian gateway. Recently, the Republic has discovered new information that could help us track down Taris. We want you to rendezvous with the RRW Lisette and provide any assistance you can.
Okay, so I assumed Taris was going to be a place, but now I'm remembering from previous episodes that they've mentioned Taris, the like previous emperor who like fled when Sela took over before. And you can see we're meeting with the RRW, so that's a Romulan Republic warbird instead of an Imperial Republic, or IRW, Imperial Romulan warship warbird. Yeah, so we're meeting with some Republic allies. We're going to get an engineering console, and then we'll have a selection of shields. That also brings up the point that we did level up, so maybe our ship... Yeah, so we have slots for new weapons. Oh, it would have been a good idea to grab that phaser array. I didn't even think about it. And we also have a slot for an engineering console. So this is directed energy. This is generic directed energy as well. And I say generic because there are specific ones, like for type of energy, plasma, phaser, disruptor, that give bigger bonuses than these guys would. So yeah, one new technical console slot, one new engineering console slot, and the first for our ship. And we do have a new weapon slot. I guess we could slot double torpedoes up there for now. But I'm not sure how effective that's going to be. This emitter array is pretty low level, and this graviton generator increases our control expertise, so our ability with gravity well, tractor beam. So let's slot that in as well. And, uh-oh, where did our mission go? Did we fail to accept it? Hail, accept, we did, and let's head on out.
On a forgotten world, a shadow of great evil lurks, waiting for the chance to strike. The truth behind the destruction of the Romulus system may be the harbinger of the greatest threat the Federation has ever faced.
Sir, we've arrived in the Hoba system. We are being hailed by the Lasette. On screen.
It is a pleasure to be working with you. I heard about how you got your first command. Well done. Not every officer could have stood up to the Borg like you did.
The pleasure is mine, Commander.
Agents working for the Romulan Republic have recovered definite proof that Taris, or persons working for Taris, were responsible for the Hobus supernova that destroyed the homeworld. Our agent spoke to Taris. She claimed that she was deceived by Hakiv. But that does not excuse her culpability in the destruction of 2 inhabited worlds and the deaths of millions. Our agent tells us that Taris believes her Iconian masters can change the past and restore Romulus. So not only is she a killer, she's insane.
What do you guys suggest we do about her?
Taris cannot be allowed to commit even greater crimes in an attempt to fix her mistake. My intelligence officer, Lieutenant Gaius Salon, has intercepted communications that may allow us to locate Taris and finally bring her to justice. I'll let him explain in greater detail.
Very well.
Greetings. I am Lieutenant Gaius Salon of the Romulan Republic. There are certain pleasantries that are customary in these circumstances. However, I'm choosing to skip those. We have much to do. Recently, the Republic intercepted a transmission from a group of Remans in the Hobus system. These Remans have remained loyal to Taris, the former Praetor of the Romulan Star Empire, who was deposed by Sela. While the transmission was not unusual, its origin point was. The Hobus system is under strict quarantine. However, a previous team uncovered a mining facility at one of the planetary fragments. We believe that the Reman loyalists may have returned to this facility to continue their efforts.
Why is it under quarantine?
The Hobus system is the origin point of the supernova and subsequent subspace explosion, which destroyed Romulus and Remus. It is still, as you say, a hot zone. The Remans loyal to Taris are using the quarantine as a cover to resume their operations in the system. The transmission we intercepted was addressed to Commander Aran, a Reman who is the captain of Taris' personal guard. He must be the liaison to the forces in the Hobus system.
And what do you suggest?
The direct approach. If we confront the forces in the Hobus system, who are in violation of both Federation and Romulan Republic mandates by their very presence there, they will send a call for assistance to Commander Aranhu. Once he arrives, we simply follow him. It is likely that he will lead us back to Taris.
A sound plan.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've just received emergency orders from Republic Command and must respond. Gaius can transport to your ship and help you complete the mission. We'll return as soon as we can.
We'll see you soon, Commander. I don't feel like that's acceptable. You're a big old ship, and you're leaving me here to deal with this. But okay.
In the system, as well as the presence of Praetor. It is possible that Taris used the materials here to construct her weapon.
So interesting. A Romulan working with Iconians caused the Hobus supernova. What? Could it have been a failed experiment, or was it done intentionally? The planetoid's core contains trace signs of protomatter, sir. We should get a sample. Scanners are also picking up some odd readings from some of the icy asteroids near the core. Recommend we investigate them as well. Prepare to collect a sample. Collect protomatter. And scan the icy fragment. Oh, minigame. Confirmed, sir. These fragments are decalithium. If we can locate a supply of techosite, that means Taris could have had all the ingredients she needed to build a device right in this system. It's still circumstantial evidence unless we can tie it to her directly somehow. Collecting a sample will be crucial. I recommend we scan for techosite deposits. Retrieve a sample and set a course for the next planetary fragment. Okay. Defeat Reman Patrol. Looks like someone's onto us. Okay, there they are.
Warning, ship is under attack.
We have some new abilities since we promoted our folks. Ooh, that guy got hit by the knockback from the explosion from the other ship, pushing him into us. Let's head over to the next planetary fragment. Okay, and this one is not usable, so we're gonna have to train him out of that one. Ooh. This is for cannons, and we're using beam weapons, so... Sir, I'm detecting high levels of techosite in this planetary fragment. Techosite was one of the substances Starfleet believes was used in the creation of the weapon that triggered the Hobus supernova. Okay, let's collect a sample. Travel to planetary fragment Gamma.
The materials are all here. Our agent located Taris on planetary fragment Gamma. We should continue our search there.
We're on our way. So a mining operation. What else could she be doing out here? Scanners are detecting some kind of shield covering a large crater on the surface of planetary fragment Gamma, Captain. This system's supposed to be under quarantine, but clearly there's some activity. We should get a scan of the shield. Okay. Yeah, look at that sucker. Sir, our scan has triggered automated defense systems and our Reman ship is decloaking. They're hailing us. On screen. Answer hail.
Your presence here is a violation of the quarantines established by at least 3 sovereign governments. Explain your purpose.
We're here investigating your unauthorized presence in the system. What's your excuse?
I serve the Romulan Star Empire and its true leader, Taris. That is the only authorization I require.
Okay, well, before we get into a fight with these guys, if you look at the Warbird, you can kind of see it has, like, a different material. We saw that on the, like, Tavaro light cruisers earlier as well. And so that's the material that Remans use on their ships. So they were part of the Romulan Star Empire. It looks like they're still working with Sela and whatever they're calling the Romulan Star Empire today. And it looks like they have their own warbirds with their own kind of material paint job that they kind of like use to denote that it's a Reman ship. Well, that's most unfortunate. Sir, if we can disable the Shithash, it's possible we may be able to lure out Aranuha to investigate. Oh my god, I just butchered all those names. Okay. Ooh, can we... We did not. We did not.
Minerals in the planetary fragment conceal the ship's energy signature. If we hide in the asteroids near it and mask our energy signature, I predict that Iran, who will approach to investigate further, and be unable to detect us.
Okay. Well, let's do that.
What happened here? We were attacked by Starfleet saboteurs. They appear to have fled.
Interesting. This is exactly like scenario 2247. I thought scenario 1849K would be a more likely option. I shall incorporate this data into my modeling projections. Nevertheless, we should now be able to follow Aranhu's trail. He should lead us right to Taris.
Let's hope so. Okay, let's follow Aranhu's ship. Okay, and it seems like this loading screen's taking a little bit, so I'll go ahead and put in a cut right here. And we're back. Sir, Commander Aranhu's trail led here to the Iconian system. This is another system that's off limits to normal traffic, so any activity here is a cause for concern. Recommend we investigate. That large crater over there looks like a likely place to start. Okay. And let's head out. Went to grab a screenshot of that. Let's see. I don't see the asteroid. Oh, there's the crater. Scan the crater. Sir, we're picking up a large shield protecting a structure of some type. The shield's using a modified cloaking device. If it hadn't been for scanning for large amounts of tachyon particles, I would have never found it. Riemann ship's decloaking, they're hailing us.
Federation ship. I am Commander Shanclado of the Riemann starship Intraku. Your presence here could be considered an act of war. Leave immediately, or we will open fire.
We have no intentions of leaving.
That is unfortunate, Starfleet. Our conflict is not with you. Commander Arahu has charged me with securing this installation at all costs. Praetor Taris must be allowed to complete her work. And you have already seen too much.
Red alert, raise shields. Okay, there they are. Okay. Lock them down pretty quickly. Got some good torpedo hits in on them.
I believe we should be able to use them to lower the shield and reach the surface.
Excellent work, Lieutenant. Transmit the codes. Not now. Not now. Let's take these items. Okay, now let's go. Okay, I wonder if the Borg Romulan's coming with us.
Underground structure we detected. Reading life signs, sir. Multiple Remans and one Romulan. Our quarry could be just ahead.
Let's hope so. Okay, looks like he's with us. Oh, cutscene. Oh.
How did they find us?
Follow me, Praetor. I will deal with them. No, I need to
His
find
cloak
the
is
gateway.
clipping through him.
Send your guards.
Interesting. Okay.
They appear to have been attempting to merge Iconian and Romulan technology. Perhaps in an attempt to reactivate the gateway network. We should access that console and attempt to open the door.
Acknowledged. Okay, so Iconian stuff, Romulan stuff. Main menu, access shipping logs. Access code recognized, Psi 816. Full access granted. There are logs here of shipments to and from the base in the Hobus system, as well as schematics for several devices that are similar to recovered Iconian technology. According to the data, there also are stores of Techosite, Ductilithium, and protomatter on this level. These stores have the same quantum signature as the elements you recovered from the Hobus system. You quickly download the data into your tricorder. This could be invaluable if Taris is brought to trial. Personal logs, Praetor Taris.
It has been decades, and I still find her Keith's betrayal difficult to accept. He is Romulan. Treachery is his heritage, as it is mine. But to go to such lengths, to destroy our world, it is too much to bear, even now. He told me the device would destroy Donatra, and I, like a fool, believed him.
Hold on. Before we continue this file, the sound's been really bugging me. So let's do options. Let's do audio. Let's do voice volume up a little bit. Let's do video volume up a little bit. Ambient volume. Music volume. It just seems excessive. Okay. Let's see if that helps. Okay, personal logs. File continues.
Those pathetic refugees from the Republic have told the entire quadrant that I am responsible for the destruction of Romulus. They don't understand. We should be allies. We want the same thing. At least my people know the truth. Aranhu is a rock. I find it strange that Remans are now my only companions. Perhaps they understand loyalty more than any of us. I rely on him to help me continue my work. The Iconians can restore all that is lost. I know it. I just need to make them see that I am worthy. The Dark Masters have responded to my pleas for assistance with dread silence. My only recourse is to harness their technology for myself. When I can step through the gateway and meet them as an equal, I am confident that they will turn back time and make everything as it was before. The base in the Hobus system is lost to me, but the quarantine holds. Aranhu can use it as cover to collect the protomatter and bring it back to me. Sela is looking for me. So is the Republic. If only I could make them see. I am our people's last hope.
Okay, she's very passionate, but also potentially completely crazy. So let's unlock the blast doors. Access denied. Unlock blast doors. Access denied. Log off the system. Okay, so unlock the doors. Interesting. So, it's not accepting any of the access codes that it's given us. I wonder what else it could be. That's the access code we used before. Enter encryption sequence. Interesting. I'm not sure. Let's just guess. Okay. Okay. Log off system. LOL. I don't know why I didn't see the third option. I think I had my mouse over it, so I just wasn't looking. Ooh, lots of Remans. Ooh, Commander Aranhu. Oh, he has psychic powers. Didn't seem to impact me very much. I also have a new kit that I haven't been using. Okay. So it looked like maybe he was making us see, like, psychic distractions.
What?
Oh.
Traitors!
Reman's heading out. And there was like a flash to like the Guardian of Forever. Taris, looks like you're still here. Oh crap, you're hostile.
Enough. You have won. And in winning, you have doomed the Romulan people.
Taris, under the authority of Starfleet, you're under arrest for war crimes, committing an act of genocide and crimes against the galaxy.
They were not my crimes. I was betrayed by Hakim. And now those crimes will never be undone. I hope you realize that in stopping me, you have doomed billions of Romulans to remain dead. Now you shall live with that guilt, as I have.
Even now, you deny the truth of your role in the destruction of your people. You were blinded by your own lust for power, and you killed those people as surely as if you had pulled the trigger yourself. Kepler, lock onto Taris and beam her directly to the brig.
Before we leave, may I suggest we look for evidence of the materials we discovered at Hobus? They will undoubtedly prove vital at Taris' trial. We should also overload the gateway and make certain it can never be used again.
Agreed. Okay, so we already found evidence of that stuff in the logs. So let's go ahead and like run around, collect our samples. This decalithium appears to have come from the same sources that... Yeah, I know. I read that in the log. Thanks, new ensign. Jiris, it is. Yep, thanks, Jiris. Don't know why our tactical officer is giving us science type analysis. Let's beam up. I think the problem is that we have 3 tactical officers, 1 science and 1 engineering or ops, and I should probably like swap a tactical out for something else and pick up another 1 science or ops. Taris is in the brig, Captain, and all the evidence we found has been logged and secured. Now we just need to deliver it and her to a safe location. Set a course out of the system. Okay, let's fly to the edge of the system. Oh. Empire or Republic? Probably Empire. Oh, no, Republic. Answer the hail.
Nice to see
Oh,
you
no,
again.
Empire.
I feel like we are becoming old friends. I will admit that your previous attempts to thwart my plans have been irritating, but your actions today have more than made up for those petty annoyances. Taris still has her loyalists among my people. An open move against her would have been a distraction from my greater plans.
I don't work for you, Sela.
But you played the pawn perfectly. I could not have asked for a more obedient tool. Now, if you will transport Taris to my ship, we can avoid any unpleasantness.
I could never be friends with a monster like you.
The Lisette informed us that you might need some assistance with the prisoner transport. Good thing we brought some backup.
I'm pretty sure Captain Vakelshan is commander of the new Enterprise, right? No, the Belfast, maybe? It's the only name ship I see. Okay, I thought it was the Enterprise, but maybe it's the Belfast. Thanks, Captain Sean.
Taris is wanted by the Romulan Star Empire for high treason and war crimes against the Romulan people. The Empire is the legitimate government of the Romulan people, and I demand you turn this terrorist over for trial and punishment.
Okay, 3 options here. So you make an excellent point, but I'm afraid since we captured her, we must maintain custody, you're welcome to submit an extradition request to the Office of the Federation President. Taris's actions did not just impact Romulus and Romulan worlds. Her alleged war crimes were against the entire quadrant. You'll be welcome to attend and even testify at her trial, or perhaps we could establish an interplanetary tribunal. Turn her over for a sham trial and swift execution? Sorry, Sela, but the Federation has an ancient ideal we call due process.
You are a disappointment. Nevertheless, you did remove Taris from the game, and for that I am grateful. Consider your decisions more carefully the next time we meet. I can be a powerful ally, or I can be your worst enemy.
You're not the kind of ally I need. Okay, so let's take a look at the Belfast over here. Little ship. Oh, it's a Defiant class, or yeah, I think, is it Valiant class? And then the Defiant was just the named Valiant class that was on DS9. Let's transport Taris over. And then let's get out of here.
Successful. Taris is safely secured in the brig. We can take it from here. One more thing. We're detecting some unusual energy residue from the surface. Our databases identify it as Iconian.
Yes, there was an Iconian gateway on the surface. A group of Remans used it to escape.
Do you have any idea where they went?
We only caught a glimpse, but it looked like some kind of Romulan station. Lieutenant Commander, the Lisette is decloaking. They're hailing us. On screen.
Looks like we missed all the excitement, but I have been monitoring your progress. On behalf of the Romulan Republic, I would like to thank you and your crew for your assistance. I am confident that the Federation will provide more than adequate security for Taris until her trial can be arranged. You can transport Gaius back to the Lisette as soon as you are ready.
A pleasure, Commander. Transporter room, you're clear to send Lieutenant Seelan back to the Lisette. Let's get out of here. I don't think anyone's supposed to be hanging around Iconia. Okay.
We have much to consider. If the destruction of the Romulan homeworld was a deliberate act, not only was it mass murder, but that one event has been a major cause of the destabilization of the quadrant over the past 40 years, not to mention the light that it casts on the internal struggles of the Romulan people. This one horrible act set off a chain of reactions that could change the galaxy forever. We must know who did this and why. The interrogation of Taris will no doubt lead to many truths. But I am troubled by these Remans. Why did they turn on Taris? And where did they go?
Good questions. Good questions. Okay, Regenerative Shield Array. Mark IV. Numiri. Numiri Regenerative Shield Array. 436. This one, 402. Resilient. Okay, this has a higher capacity, but regenerates less. This one has an even higher capacity and regenerates a lot less. Absorption, bleed through. So this has a 5% absorption and 5% bleed through. These guys have 10% bleed through. Covariant, high, very high max capacity. Let's go ahead, and we do have like some shield heals now. Maybe let's go for let's do the Numiri Regenerative Shields. Just to, I like that it's like named, kind of. It's not just generically called Regenerative Shield Array, and we haven't had issues with our shields going completely down. So.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
There's our promotion. Hello, Lieutenant Commander. I've heard your recent accomplishments and would like to congratulate you. You're exactly the sort of captain Starfleet needs as an example to young officers here at the Academy. Please join me here on Earth to discuss some promising new officers. Okay, I look forward to speaking with you in person. Okay, so we have a quest to speak with Lieutenant Farah. He's going to give us duty officers. Then we also got some new officers. I was just talking about how we needed another science and another engineering officer. We have 3 tactical. So hopefully one of these is a promising science or engineering officer. And I think we're going to keep Jiris around. We're probably going to mess with his skills a little bit. We'll mess with Kavalk's skills a little bit. So we'll have Kavalk and Jiris as our tactical officers. We'll get rid of Kolaz. Only because having a Saurian as a starting bridge officer feels weird to kind of like keep the starting crew around. Terrell is like a character that I'm actually like growing a bit fond of. So maybe we'll end up keeping her. And then we'll see what we need to do to fill in our last bridge officer slot for, the 6 slots that we currently have. But we'll do all that later. Thanks for hanging out, as always. Have a good one until next time. Bye.